Hello, everyone. Thank you, Peter, for that introduction, and thank you, Itamar, for that fascinating presentation. Just going to share my screen very quickly. All right. My name is Andrew Liu. I'm an undergraduate fellow studying comparative literature and history of art and architecture, and this is a little bit about my thesis project on 12th century monastic sculpture. A large stone pillar in the mostly forgotten abbey church of Sainte-Marie de Souillac in south central France has been described by various art historians and commentators as, quote, the most compelling of all Romanesque sculptural groups, unquote. One that is without equal in terms of decoration and form. The early 12th century pillar, or more accurately, trumeau, is composed of two columns of hunting beasts, identified as griffins and lions, intertwined in a crisscross pattern and framed by bent colonnettes that seem as if on the very verge of collapse. Standing erect on each other's backs, claws gripping and beady eyes agape, the animals twist their necks 180 degrees in the opposite direction of their torsos to bite, with sharp beaks and toothy mouths, hopeless preys that cascade down this rapacious lithic spiral. Curiously, at the apex of this scene, as you can see on the right side of the screen here, a naked human figure struggles between two beasts, his face contorted in an expression of heightened agony that I believe opens up surprising and perhaps unsettling possibilities for the experience of medieval art. My thesis in the Department of History of Art and Architecture deals with such sculptural depictions of devoured humans in 12th century Benedictine monasteries in the Languedoc, focusing on their embodied reception by a range of beholding subjects. Despite their grotesque and seemingly profane or even sacrilegious nature, carved stone beasts and monsters proliferated in Romanesque monasteries, which in the 11th and 12th centuries served as nuclei for the resurgence of monumental sculpture, much to the chagrin of monastic reformers, such as Bernard of Clairvaux, who denounced such excessive decorations as, quote, that ridiculous monstrosity, unquote. What is so curious about the particular monstrosity of the Souillac trumeau is that it resists reading or glossing in the traditional iconographic sense. It has no real precedent, no genealogy of interpretation, no clear biblical reference or exegetical anchor. It invites, as art historian Meir Shapiro writes, no systematic intellectual apprehension. And its forms are grasped not as units that form a coherent, syntactically organized utterance, but as individual, often irrational fantasies, as single thoughts and sensations. In its illegibility and tenuous relationship to textuality, the Souillac trumeau positions itself in the margins of Romanesque art, ambiguous, fugitive, defiant. Central to the Souillac trumeau, then, is a mystery, a lack of recognition, an enigma. And like with that great foundational mystery of Christianity, the incarnation of God into the human body of Jesus Christ, perhaps we must return to the flesh, re-inhabit and reanimate it to begin to understand the ostensibly unmediated mystery of this monstrous sculpture. My project on Souillac will operate thus around the body as the body itself circumnavigates the sculpture, literally walking around it since it is carved on three sides and designed to engender an ambulatory viewing experience. Regarding the relationship among beholder and image, the operative here, a word here being regarding, I'm interested in issues of spectacle, hunt, and the fragmentation of self, especially the processes of desire, devouring, digestion, dissolution, dispersion, and death that attend all three. Thinking through various theoretical frameworks, notably disability studies and critical animal studies, I hope to unearth in the anti-iconography of the Souillac trumeau something akin to a meaningful encounter. A poetics perhaps of appetite, displacement, and interlacing, where inexhaustible, equivocal meanings are freed to disperse from the central enigma of the image in stone. Thank you.